Let me go through some of the suttas with you. Okay, following this sutta, we go on to page 96, Upanisa Sutta. Upanisa Sutta is very interesting because I think this is very, very applicable. It starts off with suffering is a supporting condition for faith. Faith is a supporting condition for joy, etc., leading to composure. And from there, it goes on to knowledge and vision of what has occurred, leading to disenchantment, leading to dispassion, leading to liberation, right? And leading to the knowledge of the evaporation of the inflows. This is so very true. People come to the temple or go to meditation centers only when they suffer. Yeah? When they suffer, then they have the faith. Otherwise, they are too happy, enjoying themselves in the discos and in all the sensuality of life. So this is a very meaningful sutta. It's very true. Okay? So if you find that you have not enough effort, it's probably because you have not suffered enough. Now, suffer more, then you'll be urged or compelled to have faith and put an end to your own suffering. And go on to page 98, Pramada Vihari Sutta. And this is interesting because it says that if one lives non-negligently, this will bring about composure, will bring about samadhi, right? And what is that non-negligence? Non-negligence means living with restraint over the sense faculties. That's what we talked about this morning before lunch, kaya kata sati, that is restraining the senses, guarding the doors of the senses. So by guarding the doors of the senses, then what happens is the mind becomes composed. And this happens whenever you remember to do so, not only when you go on a retreat. Right? So remember this. This can happen anytime if you are diligent, non-negligent in practicing kaya kata sati throughout your daily life as often and as continuously as you can. You will remain in perpetual composure. It's a dynamic composure, not the sort of static composure that one gets by focusing exclusively on one object and shutting off the senses. All the senses are still working, but your mind is stepping back and looking at things without getting involved. And when the mind is composed, then what happens? For one whose mind is composed, things become manifest. Due to manifestation of things, we simply reckoned as one who lives non-negligently. And what things become apparent? What things become manifest? If you look at page 100, you will see that to a monk who is composed monks, it appears as it has occurred. And what appears as it has occurred? The eye is impermanent, forms are impermanent, eye consciousness is impermanent, eye contact is impermanent, etc., etc. All right? So this is seeing one of the three characteristics. So that's why I want to emphasize the importance of kaya kata sati and how relevant and applicable it can be to all of us, whether you are a renunciant or whether you are a layperson. As long as you remind yourself to do so as continuously as possible, in as many aspects of your life as possible, then you are walking the Noble Eightfold Path. Then you are always composed whenever you do that, and you're always ready for insight to arise when the causes and conditions are there. All right, so please don't wait until you have time to go for retreat. Start right now. I'm not discouraging you from going for a retreat. It's good. Plan to go for a retreat, but don't neglect this daily awareness. That's even more important. The short-term intensive retreat is only charging your battery, just like you charge your handphone battery, and then you put it into your handphone and use it, right? You don't charge it only once a year and keep it in the cupboard.